Alrighty, welcome to another Wilds of Eldraine draft. Here we are going to be slamming Charade of Numbing Depths. 2 blue-white for a 2/3, uncommon. When it enters the battlefield, you tap a creature your opponent controls, put a stun counter on it, so you lock it down for a turn, and whenever you tap one or more of your opponent's untapped creatures, you draw a card. Well, once a turn. I've been wanting to try this blue-white deck, and this seems like a perfect jumping-off point. I think it's just a reasonable pick even if I didn't want to try it. Like, it's a 2-color card, but it's the best card in the pack, competing with Feed the Cauldron, which is just fine. Knightly Valor, which is very good. And I think Graceful Takedown and Tough Cookie are solid, but I'm going to take Charade here and see what's next. Well, the best card in the pack's a black-green card, so that's unfortunate. There's 3 mana 3/3 lifelink, but it starts out as a 1/1. It's got the Cursed Roll on it. And there's 3 mana 3/2 that bounces one of your permanents to scry 2. I do like stockpiling Celebrant in general. I also like Cursed Courtier. I think I'm going to take the Cursed Courtier. I think this card is pretty good. So a couple of the ways to work this card or have this card to do well for you is the easiest is just get another roll. If you put any of the other rolls on this, you can, it automatically replaces Cursed. So you end up with a 3/3 lifelink with a roll. There's other ways to do that. Bargain is another one. Ooh, Extraordinary Journey is XX blue. You exile up to X target creatures, and then the owner of those cards can play those. So it basically just bounces the creature, but instead of to hand, it just stays in exile. But whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield from exile, you draw a card. So it not only triggers off replaying these creatures, it also off any adventure creature. I like it. There's also a Dutiful Griffin, which I think is just okay. Gingerbread Hunter, which is very good, but it's a black-green card, so I think I'm going to take the Extraordinary Journey, which also kind of makes me wish I took the Stern Celebrant, because this is a good enchantment to bounce with the 3/2, so I'm definitely going to be looking to pick one of those up. Imagine you play this for 4 mana, exile one of their creatures, they replay it, you draw a card, and then later you just play the Celebrant, bounce this, and then bounce like multiple things. Okay, so this pack has Sir Armont, who's good. 4/4 puts a monster roll on one of your creatures. Ruby's good, but red-green. Break the Spell isn't really that interesting. I think I might take Spreading Seas. It's good for bargain. It's good to bounce. Now I really wish I took the Celebrant, but I think like a blue-white sort of control-ish deck. Oh, I'm kind of interested now in Collector's Vault. 2 mana tap, draw a card, discard a card, make a treasure. Works. It's just like a good way to use, I'm drawing extra cards, I'm stacking treasures to make a big Extraordinary Journey. Besotted Knight also good with Extraordinary Journey, but I've been wanting to get Collector's Vault going. This looks like a blue-white control deck. It's going to have the tapping sub-theme, but I don't know. The cards I have right now aren't really building around that so much. In fact, I have all kind of controlling cards. Though actually, even though I would have liked the Celebrant now with all the cards I've taken, this still could be pretty good. Just a lifelinker when you're gaining a bunch of life, or rather when you're playing a bunch of cards, is pretty sweet. As foretold, this is basically like an Ether Vial for spells, but it's a little slow. I think I'm going to take Cheeky House Mouse. It's an adventure creature, so you can play it off this and draw a card, and it's just a cheap creature, which, can get on the board. Also, giving a creature +1/+1 hard to block is pretty nice. Put it on a life linker, get a bunch of life, Okay, so Intangible Virtue, your tokens have +1/+1 vigilance. No. When your Protective Parents die, you get a Young Hero roll. No. Living Lectern, get a Sorcerer roll. No. Snaremaster Sprite, yes. 1 mana, 1/1 flyer, but you can pay 2 to lock down a creature for a turn. Works nicely with the Charade of Numbing Depths, and it's just the best card in the pack. So another Hopeful Vigil. Oh, Stockpiling Celebrant, that's the name. So 2 mana, 2/2 Knight, but it leaves an enchantment in play that then when this dies, you scry, you can sack it to bargain. There's also a Celebration 2/3 flyer, but I'm going to take the Celebrant. Celebrant right now has a bunch of good combos, so I'm happy with that. Oh, Knightly Valor Wield. Okay, we're taking that. That card is just really good, so it's a good sign. The people passing to us either aren't playing white or don't know what the good white cards are. Either way, I'm glad they're passing to us if I'm playing white. And stockpiling Celebrant came back around. Sorry, Armory Mice. This is a Celebrant deck now. Look, I can bounce Knightly Valor. That's expensive, but it can get you value. Bounce Charade, bounce all these other things. Ooh, 5 mana, 3/3 flyer, put a Royal Roll on a creature. That can be good on the Cursed Courtier. Yeah, this is a really good start for blue. I'm liking it. We've got pretty much all the kind of combos I want to start with, and then 2 more packs to build on that. We've got Snare Master Sprite to bounce with the Celebrants. I mean, Celebrants right now bounce for value up to like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, 7 of my cards technically. All right, I'll take Armory Mice, sure. 2 mana 3/1 that attacks as a 3/3 some amount of the time. Totally fine. Collector's Vault is also a nice way to get bargain going. Past that. I'm really excited to get this Extraordinary Journeys card going. This seems fun. So you can also exile your own creatures. So like mostly you're going to want to bounce theirs or exile theirs so they're just to force them to recast it. If you have a good ETB, you can do that. I mean, you can technically loop this. Play this for 6 mana, exile 2 of their creatures. Next turn you play Celebrant. Then you replay this for 8 mana, exile the Celebrant, 2 of their creatures, replay Celebrant, yeah? Draw a card, bounce this. Okay, well that's some action. I opened Sir Ginger twice, funny. So whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, you get a sorcerer roll on one of your creatures, which is +1/+1 and scry. Well, I have no instants and sorceries, so let's maybe not take that. Stroke of Midnight seems okay. Destroy an online permanent, they get a 1/1. Don't really care for Sir Ginger too much. Tap a creature, draw a card. Tap a creature, scry 1, draw a card. And tap a creature and put stun counters on it. Both of those are things I'm interested in, but I think I'll take Stroke of Midnight and probably wheel one of those. Stroke of Midnight seems like a decent spot of removal. Not a big Smothering Tithe fan. Whenever they draw a card, they have to pay 2, or you get a treasure, but you're paying 4 mana to make them pay 2 a turn, except if they don't want to, they don't have to. Not great. Tale for the Ages. Enchanted creatures you control get +2/+2. All right, so right now I've got this, and I've got these 3. I think I'm just going to take another Snare Master Sprite and then wheel Frostbridge Guard, maybe. And if we don't, we don't. Snare Master Sprite is just awesome. It's just a good card by itself, and then if I ever draw it with Charade, I'll draw extra cards. It's good to Extraordinary Journey, because it's also really cheap. I can just play it for 1 mana and draw a card if I need to. And if I open or get past another blue-white kind of tap build around, then having the Snare Master Sprites is going to be really good. This deck also could be kind of aggressive. I don't have to... This Collector's Vault notwithstanding, I could be... I've got 3 1-drops, an aggressive 2-drop. I guess the stockpiling Celebrants aren't the most aggressive. Okay. Another splashy Spellcaster. Virtue of Strength. Oh, yeah, that one's not good. Archon's Glory. +2/+2 for 1 mana, but you can bargain it up to flying and lifelink. Water Wings to give a creature a 4/4 flying hexproof. 2 mana, deal 3 to an attacker or blocker. There's also 2 mana 2/2, and you can pay 2 to get a sorcerer roll. I think I'm just going to take Prophetic Prism. Look, I know I love Prophetic Prism. You're going to say I love it. Well, I do. Also, I have 2 stockpiling Celebrants to bounce it, and I have a Collector's Vault, so now this opens the door to splash some good stuff if good stuff comes along. 4 mana 3/3. When you play a 5 mana or greater spell, which I have 3 of currently because the journey is probably going to happen, tap a creature, put a stun counter on it, and 7 mana draw 4, discard 2. Yeah, I guess I'm in for that. There's also return a creature, mana value 3 or less, to play with a young hero roll. It's not actually the best combo with this because you still have to pay the 2. Ice Out is also a card I like, but I want to try Galvanic Giant. I could see that card being good. 3 mana 2/3 first strike, and if you have 2 permanents enter, it's double strike. Or 3 mana draw 2. Or this Alchemist, but I don't have very many spells. Gatekeeper, which bounces a creature and is a 6-mana 6/5. I decided I'm not, in fact, looking like an aggressive deck right now. I think I'm just going to take Quick Study. I could see taking the Giant as well. Another Snare Master Sprite? Yeah, I don't really want another Stroke of Midnight all that much. These don't stack super well. Let's take another Snare Master. If you gain 3 or more life, make it 2/2. I don't really have life gain. I have the 1 Cursed Courtier. There's also, when you play a 5-mana spell, this gets 2 counters. 3-mana 2/3 Vigilance. Whenever one of your enchantments goes to the graveyard from the battlefield, it gets a counter. I guess I'm a little more likely to play that. I've got a couple enchantments. Copy enchantment, not really in for that. Break the spell. So you destroy an enchantment, and if you blow up a token or one of your own permanents, you draw a card. Sure. Or I could take another 5-mana 3/3 that puts a roll on something. Or this attacks as a 3/3 lifelink if you celebrate it. All right, I kind of like that. All right, Plunge into Winter Wield, and I still don't think I'm playing Splashy Spellcaster. Yeah, I've got 2 spells, so let's just take this. Merfolk Coralsmith also seems quite replaceable. Okay, do I want 2-mana 2/2 tapper or the tap spell? I think or enchantment tapper. I think I'll take the 2-mana 2/2 tapper because it's repeatable. All right, a lot of good white cards wheeled. I mean, so did Grabby Giant. I think that card is very good. I think I'll take Unassuming Sage, though. I don't think I'm playing the Sage. Don't think I'm playing Return Triumphant or Armory Mice, really. Tweenvale Guide, probably not. I might play one of these. This is why I didn't take a second one. It's just kind of expensive. I have the Vault and the Prism. I mean, I might play that. Who knows? Oh, Bitter Chill's great. 2-mana, enchanted creature, doesn't untap, and it taps it. And if this ever goes to the graveyard, you can pay 1 to scry 1 and draw a card. This card's not that good. I mean, it's a shock. That's what it is. There's also Neva Stalked by Nightmares, which is a fantastic card. It's 4-mana 2/2 Menace, but returns a creature or enchantment from a graveyard to your hand. And whenever one of your enchantments goes to the graveyard, you get a ++1 counter and scry 1. I mean, I really like that, and it's certainly splashable. I think I'm going to take that. What, another one? There's also Shrouded Shepherd, which is a 2-mana 2/2 that pumps something, but mostly it's a anti-rat card. It's a sorcery for 2-mana, give all your opponent's creatures -1/-1. But I think I will just take another Neva Stalked by Nightmares here. I've got, oh, look at this. Expel the Interlopers. 3 white, choose a number between 0 and 10. Destroy all creatures with power greater than or equal to the number. So basically I can choose 0 and destroy all creatures. So it's 5 mana, destroy all creatures. But if I have smaller creatures than them, I could take a third one of these and a Stab Wound. Maybe I would have wheeled them. But I'm going to take the Wrath. This is looking like a really good Wrath deck. And another Stab Wound, another Frostbridge Guard, Shrouded Shepherd, 3 Bowls of Porridge. I think I'm taking out some of these things. I also have the 3 Bowls of Porridge does tap a creature, which is kind of nice to consider with my 1 tap payoff. I kind of just like Shrouded Shepherd. It feels like that card is going to be pretty solid here. I don't know, that's close. Dutiful Griffin, Besotted Knight, not really a Dark Tutelage deck. I don't really want a 5-mana 4/4. I've got a good high end. Do I want this to create a Royal Roll and then also be a 4-mana 3/3? It's good with the Cursed Courtier. It's good with the Snare Master sprites, I guess. I'll just take another Quick Study. Okay, now I think Johann's Stopgap. I have some good things to sacrifice, right? Yeah. I've got Vault, Prism, Treasures, Spreading Seas. I think I like that more than Ice Out. Oh, Hatching Plans. Yes, I love Hatching Plans. So how many bargain cards do I have, though? I had the 1. Bouncing it doesn't help. Just Stroke of Midnight destroys it. Oh no, do I not have enough bargain cards? Oh, I don't. I have to take another Stopgap. How sad. I mean, I guess I could have tried to pick up a Break the Spell, but I don't need to do that. Whenever enchantment enters the battlefield in your control, I've got not tons of them. Let's just take the Coral Smith and then probably not play it. Okay, this is 26. I'm looking at what I want to cut down on. Cheeky House Mouse doesn't really seem like it fits too well. Do I want a Misleading Moats or a Balloon? I think the Gatekeeper actually is going to be better here. Charmed Clothier, probably not great. How many creatures do I have? There's a lot of creatures, so I think Knightly Valor is still going to be pretty good. That card is just a pretty good card. Oh, Shrouded Shepherd came back. I will take another one of those. Take a Savior that I'm not playing. Another Frostbridge Guard. I would have loved one more build around for the tap deck. That would have been nice. Okay. So I have a Wrath, some Gravediggers, 7/7/3. I could probably go to 8 blue and 2 black because I have 2 additional sources of black and my blue has a bunch of card draw. I don't need 2 Frostbridge Guards, I know that. How good is the Cursed Courtier in my deck? I think, I have 2 stopgaps. Yeah, that's probably enough. That already gives me a good way to do this. I can also use the Celebrant and bounce the Cursed Roll. Okay, I like that. I could probably take out Plunge into Winter. Yeah, maybe I just take out the Frostbridge Guard entirely. I think the Shrouded Shepherds are going to be a little better. Cleave Shadows is really nice. Also, if I draw 2 of these in the same turn, I mean, it takes double black, but this deck can get there. Okay, I kind of like everything here, but I need to cut one thing. I like all my cantrips. I guess it's possible I could cut a Quick Study. But let's see, is there a way around that? I think I want the Gatekeeper, because I think having a 6/5 to actually end the game is probably pretty good. And with 2 copies of Neva, I can get this back if I need to. A lot of my deck's going to be based on Extraordinary Journey, I think. Spreading Seas, yeah, this is going to be way better than Quick Study because I have the 2 bargain cards and the 2 Celebrants. All right, I guess I just have to take a Quick Study out. That is just where I'm at. Don't really want to, but we'll see. Okay. Round 1. Look at Spreading Seas tying the room together. Turn 2, Spreading Seas. Turn 3, bounce it. Then I go sack it at some point to the stopgap. Oh, I also have Neva plus double stockpiling Celebrant. That's pretty nice. Let's get them out. Play Neva, get this back from the graveyard. Play this, bounce Neva. Need I say more? Well, they're not celebrating at least. Yeah, I still have to bounce it, even if it unlocks the red for a turn. Scry 2. Oh, yeah, I'll keep those. Oh, I like this draw. Also, my opponent is stuck on 2 lands, just so we're clear. But even without that, I would like this draw. So my next turn is certainly going to be playing Charade. Block the one with an ability. Yeah, they have so many 3-mana 2/2 or 2-mana 2/2s rather. Oh. Don't be like me. Don't be an idiot. This only triggers if you tap an untapped creature. I clearly should have just tapped their 2/2. I was just like, oh, I'll just click that one. Look, what is this? Oh. Okay. Well, I think Spreading Seas time. No, I'll just cast Stopgap. You know what? I'm actually not going to do any of those things. I'm just going to go to town. I could bounce this. I'll let them use Lord Skitter's Blessing here. Get an extra card. They're going to hit their third land drop eventually anyway, I would assume. Okay. They could still Candy Grapple down the Charade, but other than that, it's kind of hard to kill. And next turn, I could snare something, and then stockpile and Celebrant back the Snare Master. That's not terrible. Okay, they didn't do anything. Let's do this. Okay, tap that down, or try to. Wow. Did it correctly. And attack with these. They have like 3 mana, torch the tower on that. Sure. I guess now I'll play Celebrant and I'll pull back the Snare Master Sprite. Yeah, I think so. Oh, it rat out? Oh, nice. All right. Guess not. Well, I still have Spreading Seas and Stopgap, which isn't bad. If I draw Neva, I can just get back a Sprite, or I can just get back the Celebrant. I might Spreading Seas the Mountain as this next turn too. Okay, deal 4, and that gets the Young Hero roll, but can't attack. Okay, let's start with Spreading Seas on the mountain. Shrouded Shepherd, huh? They can chump if they want. They did not. They did not want. I'm not going to cast this with Bargain. I'm just going to bounce. And I lose a life. I am kind of running out of action here. Being down a card from the first misdraw off that was not great. Oh, well, looks like it was fine. Never mind. Okay. Feels like I have a lot of ways to get card advantage in this deck. Kind of incidentally killing them with idiots, which is kind of another thing I like to do in Magic, I'm not going to lie. Opponent goes first. Yeah, turn 2 Prism. I could stockpile it. I'm probably just going to quick study on 3. We'll see. We'll see. Stroke of Midnight. Some good reactive card. Knight of Doves. Well, that is a good card. If I play Celebrant and bounce the Prism, yeah, that seems fine to me. Scry 2. I probably do want the island. Like this deck, this deck does not want to miss land drops, and I think keeping the Snare Master is good. Okay, a 2/3 Menace. And this is now a 2/4. Let's just bounce that. They don't get a thing. And then I'll play a Prism. And then I might as well attack because their thing has Menace. And then next turn, I don't really have a clean play next turn in terms of mana efficiency. Oh. They're saying if I have more lands, then they get a treasure. I can play at that game. No, actually I'm going to have to play a land, aren't I? Because I really want to play this on 6. Yeah, I don't think I have the time to wait to try to get that giant up to 7 mana for the adventure. So I'm just going to do this. They can get a treasure. And then I can play this. This will become a 4/4, and it'll tap one of their creatures down. I mean, we'll see what they play, but that seems like a decent sequence. Giving up on Storm Reading is a shame, but I have a bunch of other stuff. Whoa. Other creatures you control are enchanted by auras. Okay, that's not a bad card. Let's go Stroke of Midnight on this thing. And then I can't tap down that, so let's play this. Pay 2. Tap down the Financer, send for 6. Oh, really? Not chumping, huh? Well, that might not work out great for them. We'll see. Okay. Well, it's really getting in there. Really, with both. Alright, this is aggressive. Ooh. That's not bad. So if I play this, I could now pump the brakes, actually, because drawing Charade is very different. Because before that, I was just going to play Gatekeeper. The Giant would be, this would be a 4... Or no, this doesn't get countered. This would tap down their Besotted Knight. And I attack. But now, I don't really have a reason to be racing super hard. Let's do this. Let's tap down the right one this turn, draw a card. Oh. Well, giving all their creatures -1/-1 isn't bad. Currently, I can double block the Conceited Witch. Yeah, let's just attack for 1 here and pass. They can get... I mean, this has been really good. It's been such that they just get a treasure every turn. If Cleave Shadow's an instant, that would be sick. Yeah, I'm going to have to trade it off so that my Galvanic Giant is going to die here, but that's okay. They're going to get a 1/1 from this, but that's just not a big deal because I have the Cleave. They could also have a Trick and then I wouldn't kill their thing. But I hope that's not the case. +1/+0, indestructible, sure. Oh, that's not too bad. That doesn't kill both my creatures. It's just a 1/1. Oh, never mind. It does kill both my creatures. Okay. Let's draw 2. Snopgaps, another Sprite. Well, I guess I can cast Shrouded Shepherd to kill... I can cleave them down. Alright. Kill those two. And I think I just play the Giant. Is there a reason not to? Yeah, I don't think so. No attacks, though, because... The Conceited Witch has Menace, so I want to be able to block it. Currently, if they can kill one of my creatures, I'm going to take a pretty big hit. But next turn, I get to play a Tapper and a Bounce, so I get to do some good stalling. Okay. I think the Charade of Numbing Depths might have to go down here. Oh, maybe not. Actually, if they don't have a Trick here, which it kind of doesn't look like they do... Otherwise, they wouldn't be very hesitant. I guess I get to do this. Then chump. Well, I guess if we're going to do that, it's slightly better to block there, I think. Whatever, same thing. All right, I go to 2. But I don't lose Charade of Numbing Depths. They can give me a treasure if they want. I don't mind that too much, though. Oh, geez. Okay, I'm at 2, and whenever one of their enchantments dies, I lose a life. What? And they're at 7? I can put them to... The funny thing is I could actually put them to 1 here. I could Shepherd, pump Charade, bounce Shepherd, pump Charade. But 1 is not 0. So 2. How do I manage this? I don't want to bounce Conceited Witch, because then this falls off, I lose a life. That does not seem good. I guess I have to tap it. I could also bounce the Wicked Visitor. Let's... Okay, let's add a black. Actually, let's play Neva. Yeah, let's get back Balloonist Gatekeeper here. Land. Gatekeeper, bounce. Hold on, if I bounce Knight of Doves, or maybe I tap down the Wicked Visitor. 2. I'll have 4 blockers? Yeah, alright. Because I want to draw my card. And then now I can either bounce something or play this Shepherd. I think I'd rather just play the Shepherd. Or I could just bounce the Knight of Doves. Does the Shepherd get me lethal next turn? It puts me in a pretty good spot, but I guess I don't really want to block with Charade. So I'll just play the Shepherd then. If I attack, what happens? I guess actually I could attack. They have no cards in hand. If they attack, it goes to 3. I have to double block the Conceited Witch. No, don't think I want to attack. Because I have double bounce spell in hand. Their deck is pretty good against bounce. Actually, I wonder if instead of getting back Gatekeeper, I actually should have just gotten back the Sprite. Or maybe the Celebrant. Yeah, I don't know. It's close. Well, I guess I'm glad I didn't attack. They drew a removal spell, of course. Now things are going to get... And the 2 on top. Okay. Well... Now I'm basically forced to just triple chump. I guess I can draw Wrath. I can't double block the Witch or I die to the Wicked Visitor. Don't think 1. So I think I have to do is bargain. Sack the Prophetic Prism, draw. I mean, I did draw the Wrath. Play a land, and I guess I'll play this now. And I'll get back... I guess Celebrant's just like a better version of that, so than getting a second one back, so I'll get that. Alright. They did scry 1 on top. Let's see what it is. We don't know yet. This has Menace. Okay, let's bounce this just to make sure that resolves. All right, it does. Actually, I'm just going to play this. Oh, I'll play them both. I have enough mana for both. Let's bounce Neva. Oh, do they have a kill spell in hand? Oh, mana value 3 or less. They couldn't. They couldn't bounce anything else. Ooh, all right. They're at 5. What a comeback! As long as they don't draw a way to have an enchantment die this turn. They scryed 2 on top. X is 1. I'm going to exile their Wicked Visitor here. Then I'm going to try to attack them for lethal. Let's see if it works. Stingblade Assassin to chump with. Sure. Okay, play Nova Stalked by Nightmares. And I know I'm drawing Stockpiling Celebrant, so I feel like I don't need to do that, but I guess I have another one. I guess, sure, I'll just get another one anyway. And then I'll play this. Bounce the journey. It's really more about the journey than the destination. Now they can't play blockers to win here, because I can remove as many blockers as I need to. What a game. That was sick. I thought I was just super dead, and then I Hail Married the Wrath, and the Wrath showed up. Well, that worked out quite nicely. Okay. Okay. Is there any other good blockers I have? This double Neva, double Celebrant thing is like awesome. I do like that. Yeah, I really like the idea of this. Life gain in this deck, I think, will be very strong. No, I kind of like all this. I really wish I could get like one more divination in, quick study, but I'll accept that that's probably not going to happen here. I would say I'm a quick study, but I put a lot more card draw in my deck than I need to in some formats. I will say this format, it's lending itself to the things I like to do. I like splashing, off-color stuff, getting value. A lot of good little value interactions. I think Stockpiling Celebrant's probably going to be one of my more drafted white commons. Just has a lot of combos. In this deck, I have so many loops. I feel like if this deck goes to the long game, it's got a very strong start. The only thing it's missing is like a counterspell. Oh, look at this hand. A draw two, a Wrath, a delaying card, and some late game cards. Don't even mind being on the draw. I'm not running out the Snare Master Sprite here, though. It's not how we roll. Ooh, Stroke of Midnight actually seemed pretty decent. I still maintain that I don't really want a bunch of them, but having one seemed fine. 2/2. All right. Oh, look at this. You can divination on the draw and not have to discard? Do they know what they did there? Unbelievable. Guess I wouldn't have to discard here anyway. I kind of like my whole hand. I guess I discard a Stroke of Midnight. Yeah, sure. I'm not the only one looking for card advantage. Oh, I like that, though. I guess I don't really want to bounce any of their creatures. Slightly mana inefficient turn. Probably going to discard Balluna's Gatekeeper here. First of all, I don't really want to bounce any of their creatures, and then second of all, I'll take one more hit here. I've got Neva stocked by Nightmares. All right, so I'd like to draw lands. Okay, land is nice. Gonna chump here. And then discard Balluna's Gatekeeper. Actually, I could just discard Neva, because I have two of them. I can just get one back if I need to. Alright, I guess I'll discard the Gatekeeper now. I'll expel the Interlopers. With 3, I don't like it. Oh, they don't have any follow-up? Okay, okay. Let's play Neva stocked by Nightmares. I'll get back Neva stocked by Nightmares. I don't know. Seems fine to me. And then pass the turn. I don't really need to play Stopgap here. Oh, they have a removal spell? Oh, taken by Nightmares. That You know, that's literally probably her in the picture. Very, very, you know, correct flavor. Very thematic. Two, 3 minutes. I think I'm gonna play this. Oh, I think I actually get the sprite here, yeah, instead of the giant. Because I think tapping down the Conceited Witch is actually going to be better. I really don't want them to get to like, they had to play it out of desperation because it was their only play. They didn't have another creature, but I don't really want them getting the wicked roll on things. One top, one bottom, which I assume is just like a rando creature. Yep. Land. 8 mana. 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to exile both of their creatures. Do I want Neva? I kind of don't. I think I want Snare Master Sprite here. And then I'm going to send. They can sack their Hopeless Nightmare, sure. The one downside to this is they get to play Price of Beauty, but I think that's okay. And I get to draw a card. Ooh. Ship it. Yeah, Extraordinary Journey is awesome. This is very good. And now if they want to wait on the putting the Wicked roll, they can. Because one reason to wait is that Rhyme for a Reindeer taps a creature when enchantment comes into play. So they're just going to cast it. Okay. I have 8 mana. Guess let's start with... Oh, actually, I guess I should have had to resolve the other way. That's funny. Oh, nice. Yeah, let's do that. I'm just drawing so many cards. Oh, and there's a stockpiling celebrant ready to get the party started again. I mean, I'm at 3, so obviously I got to worry about that a little bit. Minstrosity is not too scary. Oh, I can Shrouded Shepherd it away too. Let's see. Let's go. I have 8 mana. Negative Minstrosity. And then they're at 16. They're at millions of lives. Bargain on the Reindeer. I'll sack the Prism, I think. Since I don't really need it anymore, I have my Swamp here. Collector's Ball down. Maybe not so much going to use. And Celebrant, do I want to bounce the Journey? I think I'm going to go Shrouded Shepherd here. Because I draw a card off the Journey as well. Again, it's all about the Journey or whatever. I think I'm going to pump Neva. The reason I want to do that is that's the one I would rather attack with. And then the question is, what do I stockpile? Like, my graveyard has 1 creature to get back. Could just get back the Journey. I have 14 cards left. I like that I had something I have to consider. Yeah, I'll get back Extraordinary Journey. That seems pretty good. And I'll keep a Plains on top. I actually think I just want to hit a land drop here. And now I have... Is this lethal? Too short? I could have attacked with Charé as well. I was just worried that this would, plus like some auras, would maybe tap down too many of my creatures so I couldn't block. But... Yikes. I just got a Collector's Vault. I've taken 8 damage off Nightmares. 3 Nightmares plus 1 got bounced. That's a lot of damage. Well, they could have tapped something, but obviously at this point, it doesn't seem like attacking is going to work out super well. They also have a food token, so I guess I'm really not going to be able to kill them here. Yeah, this is where drawing the Cursed Courtier would be really nice. Shatter the Oath. Create a Wicked roll. Okay. Oh, I'm dead. Yeah. They had 3 points of burn. Because this has Menace, which means I have to double block and kill it. Dang. Thought I was going to get out there. They had a lot of face burn, though. They did 10 points of damage to the face. All right. Unfortunate. Felt like I got a little bit hoodwinked there. They had to peel a bunch of burn. Is there a way? I certainly don't have any life gain in my sideboard. I know that. Is there another decent blocker that I can play in the early game that I'm missing out on? There's the Young Hero roll. 2/3 lifelink. You know, I'm celebrating pretty well. Let's try the Tweenvale Guide. And let's take out Collector's Vault. I kind of feel like most of these games I wouldn't have been doing that. All right, let's try this. Not that it would have won me that game, because the turn I drew the Vault, like whatever, it wouldn't have done anything. But they had to find a Wicked roll plus the last Hopeless Nightmare to take me down. Having the Wrath goes a long way in this deck as well, I will say that. I also have double Shrouded Shepherd, so I have some good ways to stop small creatures here. Edgewall in. Red-black. All right, well, if that's the rat color, I mean, it is the rat color. Let's see if I can slow roll the Cleave Shadows. 2 on top, huh? Let's play this. Pass the turn. I have a 1-drop and a 2-drop creature, neither of which I want to play. Sweet Tooth Witch. Well, that one I don't really want to bounce. Lock it down for a turn. Then I'm probably going to play the Tweenvale Guide. Edgewall Pack. Yeah. That's all right. I mean, I don't have double white, so I don't even get a chance to play both my things next turn, but we'll see what they do. They also might just kill the Tweenvale Guide, in which case I'm not celebrating either way. Totentan's Swarm Piper. Not attacking with the Sweet Tooth Witch? That is extremely strange. Oh, Extraordinary Journey. I do like that. I do like that. Let's bounce the Totentans. Let's play Celebrant. Stockpile up this. Don't want Island. I think I will want Neva. So now I'm just going to double block the Edgewall Pack if I'm given the opportunity to do so. And I can play a Journey for 2. didn't play Totentons first? Never mind. Less interested in that now. Because I don't want them killing my thing and putting me in a bad spot. Alright. Just play the Gatekeeper here. I don't really want to Extraordinary Journey the Edgewall packs if I can avoid doing so. Okay. Even if they have a kill spell, they can kill the Gatekeeper and then the Celebrant trades. And they have to have some... Well, they don't have to have something, I guess. They could just trade for stockpiling Celebrant, full stop. They would need... I don't know what they would need to, like, survive this combat. Okay, it looks like they're just going to finish off the Gatekeeper post-combat here. I think that's okay. At some point, I would like to draw planes. Virtual Persistence. Oh, man, this card's really strong at 7 mana, though. They're not that close to doing that. Oh, they played another 1/1? They just sweetened the pot here. Let's go... We're going to Shrouded Shepherd, probably. 6 mana. I think I go... Nug all their creatures. Play Snare Master Sprite. Decline. Play this. Pump that. And then now... Attack and gain 5. Yeah, that's pretty good. And then now I can, if I want, I can double block Edgewall pack with the Celebrant and the Shepherd or something. Totentons. Oh, they're just sacking this now. I do have to kill them before this thing starts going. That this card's going to be pretty good. All right. No, hold on. I'm at 16. Can play Neva. Get back the Gatekeeper. I'm just trying to decide if I want to either Shrouded Shepherd on Sweet Tooth Witch or my 3/2 and my 2/2 on the Edgewall pack. I mean, I want to block one of them. I guess I'll just do it like that. And they get a rat. Stroke of Midnight. Midnight. 13 and 18. Yeah, let's just go Journey for 2. Kill the rat, bounce the Totentons. Just send. And then next turn, if I draw a planes, I can double spell nicely and get the Tweenvale Guide going. Okay. Like it. They're 1 mana away from casting this. But, oh, I have Stroke of Midnight now, so I can just blow it up. Yeah, all right. The Tweenvale Guide got me 1 big lifelink hit, and honestly, if I had 2 planes in play, I would have gotten maybe another one, so already did pretty well for me, though it looks like they're going to kill it. Oh, that's a costly way of doing so. Okay. I have 7 mana. I'm at 12, they're at 10. If they draw a 7th land, they're just going to tap out for their 7-drop, which I like. I could also play Neva and not replay the thing I get. Play Quick Study. Could also just Quick Study first. How am I on board? On board, I'm not doing too bad. I still think I actually just do this. Gatekeeper, bounce Totentons. Pass the turn. Let's also put something in the Adventure Zone to draw a card off the journey. Look at all this synergy. What I'm kind of hoping is they just draw land number 7 to play their Virtue. Yeah, that doesn't bother. Replaying Totentons doesn't bother me too much. Sure, I'll block with the Celebrant. I'll let them get their rat value. Monstrous Rage, ooh. Alright. Ouch. Warehouse Tabby. Oh, Knightly Valor is not bad. It's 6. Yeah, that was a pretty unfortunate sequence. Let's see, if I play a third blocker, the Gatekeeper blocks the Sellsword. This can block the Tabby. Yeah, I think I do that. I'm gonna play my island. Leave white blue up. I think I want to leave blue black up. In case I draw my second copy of Shrouded Shepherd, I would definitely cast that. Yeah, I'm going to take a little damage this turn, but this isn't going to be so bad. If they have a removal spell, it's getting to be bad. But they had this into Song of Totentons. Make 2 rats. It's weird. Why? Oh, God, they have the plus. Sure. They have the... all your creatures get +2/+0 card. Guess I just do this anyway. No, I should play differently. I can't beat the +2/+0 card. I'm not worried about that. I'm just thinking, what's the best way to play if they don't have that? Yeah. Can't help but feel that things worked out a little nicely for them the last couple turns. It felt like I was in a pretty good position. One more hit from the lifelinker would have probably done it. Where did it go wrong? The turn where I got +3/+1 trampled on the Sellsword was pretty bad. But I assume they drew either the Song of Totentons or the +2/+0 card that turn, because nothing else makes sense. They had to have drawn one of those two. Needed them not to have both. Even if they had just the Song, they would put me to like 1. But I might be able to come back from there. All right, I feel like this deck is very good. Let's see if we can convert here. Yeah, we're going to go turn 2 Spreading Seas, turn 3 Celebrant it back, turn 4 Charade, turn 5 Snare Master is kind of my plan. Oh, they've defeated me. Spreading Seas. They played an island, so I can't get them with Spreading Seas. I know. Disappointing. I still think I play Celebrant here. You gonna kill my Celebrant in response? Sure. I still will scry 2. Don't really need this island, I don't think. Actually, it's so marginal. I'll keep the island. The reason is, like, I have draw a card, draw 2 cards, draw a card, draw a card. Like, I have so much card draw that I feel like I just don't want to miss land drops. I'm not playing Charade when they have no creatures in play. That makes no sense. I'm going to draw 2 end of turn. Sure. I'm actually still going to Spreading Seas the island, funnily enough, because I'd rather... They have 3 swamps already. I don't really want to give them another one. I'll just play my Celebrants here. I do like Galvanic Giant. I think like this. Because I'm going to discard a land to the Coven if that's what they play. Actually, I'm just going to discard Spreading Seas. I don't need to keep doing that. Let's just play Charade now. Draw the Giant and hit. I mean, I could have cast Spreading Seas this turn, but I'd just be hoping to draw a land, so why don't I just keep the land? And then I can play the draw 4, discard 2, maybe. Alright, this dies and that becomes wicked. do this now. Now I can probably discard lands. I've drawn a lot more cards than they have. I've drawn 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 cards. Discarded 2. I guess they've cast... I don't really know what they've done. They haven't drawn really any extras. This has been kind of a 2-for-1, but... Oh geez, bargain. Okay. Let's go... Tap down the Negotiator. Play a Prism. And... Do I want to... I don't think I need to play that yet. Just hit and play Quick Study. I'm setting up Expel the Interlopers here, so I kind of hope they play another creature or two. We'll have to see. I don't really want to bounce any of their creatures, so I probably won't do that. I also have the option of just casting this on High Fae Negotiator. Kind of depend what they do. Ooh. Make my thing into a 1/1. Oh man, that's actually not going to work out very well for them. Okay. Okay. They didn't play that thing. I don't really want to get whacked by all of their fairies. Do I play this Wrath? They'd have to have Disdainful Stroke. Yeah, I think it's just so much better to play this than do anything else. I don't think I need to get greedy here. And Disdainful Stroke isn't uncommon. They can't, and there's no common counterspell that can counter me right now, because the common one costs double blue, or costs 2 more for every fairy, and they have 2 fairies. Oh, that's cute. They're going to give their thing -4, -0. Wow, it's a -1/5, so I can't even kill it. I guess I'll choose 2. Kill that, and then I'm at 11. Yeah, and then I'll play the giant. Yeah, this isn't so bad. That was a good play, though. They got to save their thing. If they can't kill the giant, I'm going to do a pretty good amount of damage to them. However, if they can, things get a little bit dicier. Oh, they just play that. That's not a big deal. How do I want to do all this? I can bounce that. Yeah. 4. This costs 7, 9, 11 mana. I'm on 1 short. I guess I can just sack the Prism. That's fine. Kill that. Give their creatures -1/-1. Play this. Pump the giant, because they could have the rat -1/-1 card. Attack for 5 and pass the turn with a tapper in hand. I also have 3 land left and 13 cards, so I'm pretty likely to draw a spell. Alright. Very nice, very nice. 3-2. We're battling out here. It's you know, sometimes it's a little tougher. You start out 2-2, but I like this deck. It's got some really good long game action. That's just prime. Wow, a Deion Sanders fan. Nice. I'm on the play. It's funny how many cards in my deck I don't want to cast. Like, I'm like, well, I don't want to play this on turn 1. I don't want to play this on turn 2. You know, I don't want to play this on turn 4. I just kind of want to wait on all my cards. And that's what I'm going to do. Especially since this giving -1/-1 is going to already has something to kill here. Okay, let's cast. Not that this is even like an amazing play, but you might as well. I'm not doing anything else. Okay, Devouring Sugar Maw. That card is actually like not the best against me, but we'll see. I guess given that it's optional, the fact that I can just bounce and tap it and stuff. No, I'm not going to block. I can kill other creatures as soon as I draw a black source. Wow, I really need to draw a black source. This is actually a nice start. Remember to tap the untapped one this time. Thank you very much. Okay, make another copy. Copy a dork. Copy a mouse. A mouse. What a curve. 1-drop, 2-drop adventure, 3-drop rare saga, 4-drop sugar maw. Well, maybe. No, I guess they don't have double black. Next turn, they're going to make another copy. So I have a couple turns to find my black source. Though, because I took out the collector's cache, the looting card, I wonder if maybe I need to add a swamp in instead. Rhyme for reindeer. Tap you. Island. Pass. They get to make another token. Well, drawing a black source would be really nice. I don't even have a way to cycle. No, I guess this costs 4. I have to draw Swamp. I couldn't draw Prophetic Prism. So I can either draw Prophetic Prism for my turn, Swamp for my turn, or draw into one of those things. It's not like I just die, but obviously I do take a lot more damage than I would prefer. Well, if we win this game, I'll take a look at my swamp count again. Alright, so this is a 4-mana 4/4 flyer, so that's a great rate. And your other enchanted creatures are 4/4 as well. I'm just going to bounce it, draw swamp. Not so much. Yeah. I guess I'll probably chump the reindeer, block a mouse, take 8. But that's like assuming they don't have anything. Stab wound, tap, sure. Alright, I guess I'm taking 10. Alright, I mean, if I draw a black source, I'm still actually just completely fine. If I don't, it's going to be harder, though. I will say that. I'm at 6 now. If I do that, I put 1 blocker into play. That I put 2 blockers into play. I think I'm just going to do this. Play this. The way I see it is if I draw a black source, I can bounce the Shrouded Shepherd with Stockpiling Celebrant anyway, so. Alright, well, I'm probably not dead this turn, but obviously I'm not loving that. Okay. Why are you hovering over my creatures? I don't like that. Oh, no, never mind, I am dead. Oh, what a shame. It felt like all the games I lost were very close. Like, I got burned out from 3 with 2 burn spells out of, the 2 cards they had left in hand. I got comboed out with Song of Totentons and the +2/+0 card. And then that game where, had I drawn a black 3, I guess I guess I should have played 1 more swamp. That actually was my mistake, though. I think ultimately I should have gone like that once I cut the Collector's Vault, which I was fine cutting. That I think was okay, but I like the deck, though. I was really impressed with Extraordinary Journey, Stockpiling Celebrant X is just a great card. There's just so many interactions with it. Stopgaps are fine. The Wrath was great in this style of deck. Charade is a card I would take early again. I don't know that I would try to draft a tapping deck, but I would draft a deck that has a couple tap effects because like Snaremaster Sprites are just fine cards to play. Shepherds were good. Never drew this thing. I think this card would have been good in my deck. Stroke of Midnight was fine, but I again wouldn't want multiples. Quick Study was okay. Giant was okay. I kind of wish I'd actually made the guide. I think it would have been good in this deck. But I think this deck was great. I could have built it a little bit better ultimately and lost some close games, but sometimes that's the way the cookie crumbles. Thanks for hanging out. I'm going to claim my 3 wins deck here, and we'll be the #1 stunner tomorrow. We'll draft a better tap deck. I'll see you next time.